Okay, I'm going to be reading the Hunter x Hunter manga all the way up to current time. I may not get to all of it, but I'm going to start on chapter 318, which is after the Chimera Ant Arc. I did forget some of the what comes next, so I'm going to be reading all the way up and through. Soldier 441. This is when they're playing shogi, the king and Komugi. Soldier 441. Cavalry 651. New Shinobi 272. Komugi, are you there? Yes, I'm there. I ain't going nowhere. Duke 451. That's mate. I'm assuming that's Komugi because King never beat her. At least in the anime, he never beat her. Komugi, are you there? Yes, I'm there. Time for another game. Loser starts first. Komugi. Yes, what is it? I could never beat you even once. Don't be silly. We're just getting started. Perhaps King. Perhaps. King 151. King 951. Komugi, are you there? Yes, of course. It's your turn, Lord Meruem. I feel rather tired. I shall sleep, but just a short while. Will you keep holding my hand? Komugi, are you there? Yes, I'm here. Alright, like this, I will. I wake up before long. Will you stay with me until then? We won't never be apart. We'll always be together. Komugi, what? Yes, what is it? Thank you. You're very welcome. Will you? Yes. Say my name one last time. Good night. Meruem. You won't be alone. You won't be alone. I'll join you soon. Like a river. A total of 478,594 citizens died in the selection process, along with 12,905 soldiers. Another 46,613 fell ill and died within 24 hours of waking from Poof's hypnosis. East Gortel Republic and Neo Green Life fell under the provisional rule of the International Security Agency, effectively dismantling both countries. The International Security Agency. The 5 million survivors. The chairman told us to decide together. Let's wait. He wanted to hunt in person. Oh wait, Sacho horse. So this is a horse. He wanted to hunt in person. Dragon, don't you mean intents and purposes? Eh. Okay, so these are who's talking, and this is Cheetle. Cheetle's a dog. He wanted to hunt in person. Dragon. Don't you mean don't you mean intents and purposes, Tiger? I'm with you. We're stronger for all intents of purposes. I don't understand. Why didn't the chairman call on us? Why Morel and Nav? Bodobav Dragon. What do you mean by don't you mean intents and purposes? Hmm. I don't understand. Why didn't the hunter? Why didn't the chairman call on us? And why Morel and Nav? Even got a death wish, monkey. Even. Go ahead and try, idiot. Bore Jing. An exception. An exertion. Even that perpetual truant, Jing is here. Is here. The rat is a scumbag. Ginta, shut up. You're sweating and you stink. Oh, chairman. He's a sheep. It's gonna be fucking hard to remember these guys' names. He's running around gathering votes, especially now. Snake. The vice chairman's always busy, you know, even like now. I thought all the Zodiacs were called up. Where's Rat? Ox, rabbit, snake, sheep, chicken, monkey, boar, dragon, tiger, dog, horse. And you got my boy. I don't know if you guys know this. Well, you guys don't know this. But I love Parison. Like, Parison, this guy is goated to me. This guy is a goated character. And I really hope he does not die in the next arc. I do not want him to die. Like, this guy is goated to me. Like, he's easily, like, out of all the characters in Hunter x Hunter, this guy's my favorite. This guy is evil. This guy is evil. Alright. Please accept my apologies. Sorry to keep you waiting. Pariston Rat. An exception. Huge snafu with Escortail. Huge snafu with Escortail. You know, I'm wiped out. Huge snafu. Just sit down. Is snafu a person? I don't know what snafu is. I'm gonna look it up. Oh, it means confused situation. Okay. Huge confused situation with Escortail, you know. I'm wiped out. Just sit down. Oh, pardon me. This guy's just so evil, bro. This guy's evil. This guy. He's freaking smiling. Vice chairman. All right, now then. I'd like to start this meeting regarding the next chairman elections. Hold on. What makes you think you're in charge? Well, he's the vice chairman, so it makes sense. Is there a problem? Oh, please. You can't even show up on time. Pariston, you're annoying, creepy. Go away. Well, I thought it might be a little forward of me, but come on. I'm the vice chairman after all. You have to admit I do outrank you a bit, and I'm quite the mediator. Don't you want to get this over with quickly? That's all I was thinking. If we go by seniority, why it's Buto. By true leadership skills, it's Cheetle. Okay, so we're already getting into it, and this guy Parison's already. This guy's already starting conflict. He's trying to take control over the meeting by asserting himself by his position, and already the group is off to disagreement because they don't have a designated leadership way, and they all want to lead differently, and they don't like Parison. In terms of leadership skills, it's Cheetle. In terms of seniority, it's Budobai. And in terms of rank, it's Parison. They are indeed more qualified than I. They are indeed more qualified than I. Would either of you like to step up to the plate? I'll pass. I'll pass. Rat. I'd get derailed anyway. Wait, isn't Rat Parison? Yeah, he's Rat. Okay. Would either of you like to step to the plate? I'll pass. I'd get derailed anyway. I agree. So Parison, so he starts off by opening up the conversation by taking control of the meeting by saying he has an idea of how he's gonna organize it. Or he didn't give his idea, but he said he wants to lead. And then he gets a little bit of pushback, and then he concedes that he doesn't want to do it anymore because he says he'll get derailed. I think he means like he's gonna be like resisted, and then he thinks that like everybody's agreeing, so I agree. Go ahead and be the boss. Just admit you get off on it, creep. Oh. Wonder if that's wonder if he's Muslim. So it looks like there's different there's a lot of different. He doesn't really seem to care. Anyone opposed to me moderating, show of hands. No way, no way, no way. And these guys 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 potentially. Oh, 4, okay. 4 opposed. By majority approval, I'll continue. If you're dissatisfied, just raise an objection. I'll withdraw at any time. So I have a proposal. I nominate myself as chairman. Now we can skip the election. This guy is good at getting everybody mad. So everybody's mad except for Jing. Jing looks mad, but he's keeping himself composed. Do you want to die, punk? This man is smiling so ominently. Scary. Oh, I think this is Nen, by the way. So like everybody's like showing off their aura. My Parison's like calm. He's super calm. Scary. Calm down. Isn't this selection a waste of time and money? The results are obvious. So Snake sends a snake at him. None of us here would vote for you. 11 votes. All of you together comprise a measly 11 votes. Do you know how many hunters there are in the association? Former Chairman Netero was too powerful. He never understood the weaker hunters. The same goes for all of you. he's basically like talking about how like they don't represent the overall hunters, and he's basically saying that I represent them. Yeah, see? Whereas I empathize with the plight of our lessers. That's the kind of chairman I propose to be. This guy is fucking evil. The weaker hunters are like slaves to your temp, to your temp org, to your temp agency. Been lining your pockets, prince of kickbacks. The weaker hunters are like slaves to your temporary agency. Been lining your pockets, prince of kickbacks. So it seems like Pearson, like he runs his own organization. Like he has the Hunter Association, and he has Pearson's own organization, and he has his own like set of hunters. And like I guess this is how he gained his influence. He gained influence by working with the by building his own brand inside of the Hunter Association, and he gets like paid off like whatever they do, I guess, or something like that. This was all a misunderstanding. The money was just resting in my account. It was a reserve fund to strengthen the association. Been lining your pockets, Prince of Kickbacks. So yeah, he's getting like money off of like his own people's work. 18. Do you know what that number means? The number in the 3 years since you've been vice chairman, that's how many hunters have gone missing. 18. That's how many hunters have gone missing. Because we risk our lives, we keep track of our comrades out in the field. 18 hunters gone missing are a lot. The annual average before you took office was 0.6 hunters, including Jing every couple of years. Now that's 10 times that. You got anything to say? It's an unfortunate number. It pains me. But once I share it, it'll go down. That's why I love this guy. This guy is goated. This guy is my favorite character. I love Pearson. This guy's goated. This guy is goated. Yeah. Out of all the characters, like I feel like I feel like my character embodies this character the most. Like I love this guy. I love him. I love him. So he once I'm chairman, they'll go down. Jing says I nominate myself. I'll follow the old man's wishes. And nobody looks happy about that. Wong, we don't want to vote for you either. I wonder why they're getting so fixated on who's gonna. Well, I think the reason they're getting fixated on who would they vote for is because they're still deciding. Well, no, they already decided that Pearson should lead, so I don't know why they're so fixated on who would they vote for. It doesn't seem important. Jing, I hear your son is having a rough time. Sounds like it. Would you like me to pay him a visit and see how he's doing? Go ahead, I'm sure he'd appreciate it. Haha. He won't even know. I hear he's in a coma. Maybe I shouldn't go. He could be dead by the time I got there. Nah, go. Gon isn't gonna die. Look at that stare, man. That man's confident. He had his lifeless stare. He's playing a mind game on him. He's trying to get Jing off his edge. And he's perfectly fine. May I say something? We should reconsider this self-nomination concept. You started it. Your twisted mind, how does it work? Like, so what has he done so far? So he decided to lead the work. He decided to lead the meeting. Everybody else was on time, and he decided to leave, and he was the only one late, and he decided to lead the meeting. He decided to lead the meeting, and he decided that he was going to nominate himself. Actually, no, he decided to leave the meeting, and he what did he do? He decided to leave the meeting, and then he decided to voluntarily give up leading the meeting. Like, he decided to say, if you guys don't want me to do this, I won't do it. But he decided to lead the meeting. And then he decided to say he was going to be chairman and self-nominate himself. But then he decided to self-nominate himself because he said that he's representative of the overall Hunter Association, whereas Jing and everybody else is kind of, they don't or Chairman Netero was he didn't represent the association. I think that's what he was saying. But then he also decided to I don't know, this guy's pretty evil, I'm not gonna lie to you. I was merely trying to avoid a waste of time and capital. If we have no choice but to follow procedure, we should decide on the process first. Okay. Here we go. Once we let him run things, it always gets complicated. How about drawing lots, everyone? Decide the chief executive with a raffle. Are you as dumb as the rest of them? We pass out 12 slips of paper, everyone but Monkey. Everyone but Monkey. We'll pass out 12 paper slips, everyone but Monkey. We'll each write down the voting method we consider best, keeping in mind the chairman's requirements of everyone votes in a 95% quorum, everyone but Monkey. So she's talking to everybody but Monkey, okay? Then we have a third party draw a slip at random. Third party, Beans most likely. We each get a fair chance, 1 in 12, no hard feelings. Fair, not bad. If the rest of us form a block against Parison, and preferably Jing, we've got a 5 to 6 chance. Okay, 5 to 6. So they don't want Jing, and they don't want Parison. Because they don't well, Parison's evil. That guy's evil. But Jing, they don't trust him. Non-anonymous voting will definitely favor Parison. He can twist too many arms. Non-anonymous, not anonymous. But if we make it anonymous and nominate multiple candidates, his debtors will be able to betray him with fear of reprisal. Anonymous voting. So knowing who votes will twist persons, will work in person's favor. But being anonymous and multiple candidates, his debtors will be able to betray him with little fear of reprisal. Okay. So they're saying that if you make the voting process, if you make the voting process anonymous, it'll benefit all of them, and it'll hurt Jing and specifically Parison because they can. It's harder for Parison to manipulate people if he doesn't know who voted for them. He said, "Fine, I won't lose, but let's write our names so we can see whose idea is chosen." How do you spell? He's monkey. So, Beans, there are 12 slips of paper. Please draw one. Please draw one. That's how we'll choose the rules for the election. And Cheadle's telling Beans. Me, that's a lot of responsibility. Then you have Jing's face right there. Jing is in the background and Parison's right there. Okay, here I go. The slip chosen. These are the top hunters. Is Jing's. Rule number 1. All hunters are both nominated and eligible to vote. Are both nominated and eligible to vote. Jing's rules. Everybody's worried. He's annoying in a completely different way from Parison. Rule number 3, if the winner of the first vote doesn't get a majority, there will be a revote with the top 16 nominees, culling the poll by half with each revote. Rule number 3, if voter turnout is less than 95%, only that vote is repeated. Rule number 4, voters must write their names down. Anonymous votes will be invalid. So so Jing is personally like benefiting Parison by Cheadle's plan was to cut out spread out and have as many like different choices so that Parison has his followers are he's less influential. But by so everybody in the Hunter Association can be voted for, and then it'll come down to the top 16. then it cuts down more and more and more until the well, it doesn't say. Does it say it's going to cut down more and more? Anonymous votes will be invalid. Voters must write down their names. Yeah, so Parison, this totally benefits Parison. What are you thinking? Public votes, are you an idiot, a total idiot? Are you idiots? It's got to be more interesting to see who voted for whom. He only ever thinks about fun. It is for himself. Rule number 5, there's more. The chief executive of the election task force will be Jing Freaks. Yep. Of course, why didn't I think of that? I was only worried about the rules. That's his true objective. Now he can manipulate the election all he wants. We were drawing lots for the voting process. Setting aside rules 1 through 4, the executive should be decided separately. Yeah, they're only deciding how the voting process is going to work. They didn't decide who's gonna oversee it. And Jing is, yeah, fine. Just rules 1 through 4. Really? Two days ago. Jing here so early. I didn't think you'd come at all. Yeah, I saw the video. I was in the area. That can't be true. Thank you. Say that memo pad. Can you put it in the meeting room, like by the phone or something? There should be one there already. Okay, that's fine then. And the same trash can? Yes. Why do you ask? He's writing on a piece of paper. 4, no 8. Read this. Voting rules, huh? What is this? The rest of the Zodiacs will be here in a few days. It'll probably come down to drawing lots. How do you know? If we try to vote or talk it out, we'll get nowhere. After all, Parison will be there. From Parison's perspective, even if his odds are 1 to 12, 1 in 12, any advantage is good enough. The election's his to lose, right? So he's saying that Parison's like the favored, he's favored to win the election. And any advantage that Parison has is literally it's going to be a massive advantage to him. And the others will think they can join forces and vote in their favor. So it'll be settled by lottery. Oh no, he's saying that Parison would. Why he's explaining why it would come down to a drawing lot. It's because Parison thinks he's winning, so he's gonna let. So he's gonna let it go out. He's gonna let the drawing method be the method because he's gonna win. He's gonna win regardless in his eyes. And the other people wanna stop them. So they wanna increase their odds of being voting in their favor. They wanna increase their odds of controlling the election process. So it'll be settled by lottery. Now, who will propose it? Cheadle, favorite. He thinks Cheadle, Sacho, Cheadle, Satchel, shot Kansai. And you think I'll have to draw? This place is full of part-timers and Pearson's lackeys. There's no one else available. If those rules sound good to you, fold that paper 3 times and hold on to it until they call you in. If things don't go the way I think they will, I'll be looking at the floor. In that case, burn it. We'll gladly do it if it means you'll be chairman. Nah, I ain't doing that. I'm not planning to change the election. I'm just following the old man's wishes. Being chairman would be a huge drag. What about rule number 5? That's my compromise. When you read it, they'll raise a stink. Then I'll take 5 back. They'll happily swallow the first 4. It's an old trick of thugs and frauds. It doesn't mean much to me, in fact. If 5 does go through, I'll step down. If you don't plan to affect the results, why are you doing this? When the quarry When the quarry moves exactly as planned, well, that's the moment all hunters live for, isn't it? I think he means to pray. I want a little fun while I'm at it, that's all. The Zodiacs as a group became the election task force. The ballots were sent to all hunters by Cluck. 661 hunters. Number of nominees, same. Bring your ballot with you and drop it in the ballot box. While at least 3 election task members are present, be sure to sign and print your name on the ballot. The venue, the Hunter Association Quarters Building, first floor lobby. Off-site voting is allowed as long as it has at least 3 election task force members. The election day, August 8th, noon, 11:59 p.m. Headquarters time, strict. Punctuality is expected. Off-site voting will take place simultaneously regardless of time zone.